Hey, it's George. This is a kind of different video, kind of maybe a thread idea if anyone wants to do a response to this. This is 10 artists that I don't think get shown enough. Um, and I should specify what that means a little bit. I don't want it to be like some garage rock or punk or psych band that, had one album out or uh, a single out in their lifetime and then a posthumous compilation, um, you know, something like that. These are all going to be artists that at least have had two records out. I think they've actually all had at least three. Um, but yeah, and this is I can't watch every VC video. I'm sure these have been shown before, and this isn't even nothing stuff that's never been shown before. This is just I don't see them shown that much. Several of these artists that I have here, I have seen shown before, but I don't see them get shown a ton, or as much as I think they should. So yeah, this guy I've seen shown. I mean, from what I've seen, once I think Mazzy showed them or showed him. And this kind of inspired this video. Billy Bragg talking with the Taxman about poetry. This is my favorite Billy Bragg album. I got this today. I've had it on CD for about 2 years, and I've been looking for this ever since. This has Greetings to the New Brunette, Train, Ideology, Levi Stubbs' Tears, which is probably my favorite Billy Bragg song ever. That song almost makes me cry. It is such a great song. Wishing the Days Away is great. The Warmest Room, really good, solid album from him. The only song that honestly kind of sucks is Honey, I'm a Big Boy Now, but it's at the side too, so I can just take it off. This album has a lot of people on. I mean, Johnny Marr's all over this. He plays guitar on like 4 songs. Kirsty MacColl does backup on quite a few songs on this. So yeah, Billy Bragg. And I also have, I'll just show these real quick. His first album from '83, Life's a Riot with Spy vs. Spy. Great record. And probably my least favorite of the ones I have, Brewing Up with Billy Bragg from '84. Still very good. Covers by one of my favorite graphic designers, Barney Bubbles. And this one is too. But I kind of get off with Billy Bragg after the 80s. I think once he started doing stuff with Wilco, he kind of lost his edge a little bit. I mean, they're singer-songwriter records, really, but he still kind of has that little bit of a punk edginess to him. He was in that punk band Riff Raff, which I believe had a single on Chiswick out in '77 or '78. I Want to Be a Cosmonaut is the name of the song. But with the stuff he does with Wilco and then everything after, I cannot stand. And even that couple albums before that are a little spotty for me. But I do love Billy Bragg. This next one is Marshall Crenshaw. His first album from '82, probably his best album. I have Field Day. It's all right, but this is really great. There She Goes Again is probably my favorite Marshall Crenshaw song. Someday, Some Way, obviously. Rockin' Around NYC, The Usual Thing. A Cynical Girl is great. He does a really good cover of Soldier of Love. The only song I really dislike on this is the third song on the album. It's called Girls, Girls, Girls. It's just the production on that song in particular is really dated. And it's kind of creepy. It's about him, seeing a good looking girl and following her down the street. And I don't know. It's not a great song, but the rest of the album is really good. So yeah, Marshall Crenshaw. This next one I've showed quite a bit lately, but it fit. And it's a really great album. And it's the Jags, Evening Standards from 1980. This has Back of My Hand on it. Desert Island Discs is great. Woman's World. I actually think this band only had 2 albums out. It was this one, and then there was a follow-up. Or maybe they had, I'm not sure. They at least had 2 albums out. Evening Standards, the title track is great. Last Picture Show. This is a really, really great, just kind of power pop album. They were a British band, but they remind me a lot of the Nerves and Paul Collins Beat. Yeah, really, really great album. I still haven't gotten their follow-up yet. I've seen it before, and I saw it before I ever found this, but yeah, this is a really great record that I think people kind of sleep on, and it was really cheap. I got it for like $3. More power pop, and kind of going back to that Nerves thing, the Plimsouls. This is their second album from, what year is this? 83 as well. Why did I say that? The Jags was from 83. The Billy Bragg I showed, Life's a Riot, was from 83. I think that's what I was thinking. But this is great. A Million Miles Away. I think this has Oldest Story in the World. That song is amazing. This has what's his name? It has is it Peter Case that's in this band? One of the Nerves is in this band. I think it's Peter Case, yeah. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but this is a great record. They had a record before this, and then I think a few after, but their first 2 are their best in my opinion. But I don't see them get showed. I think I gave him a shout out last video. Hyper Viper 1 has showed this guy's before, and he showed the Jags before. But yeah, great record. Someone who I don't see get shown at all, and I love her. I think she's great, and that's Joan Jett. The first 2 Joan Jett albums are just perfect, just rock and roll albums. This is Bad Reputation from 81. It was originally just released as Joan Jett in 1980, but when this album kind of blew up, this got reissued in 1981 under the title Bad Reputation. The title track is great. One of my favorites off this is You Don't Know What You've Got. The B-side of the I Love Rock and Roll single has a really great live version of that. But yeah, Joan Jett. I don't see Joan Jett, or even Runaways for that matter, get shown too much. Yeah, Joan Jett's great. Here's a couple more that I'll just show real quick. This one, I wasn't too big of a fan of. And this one's pretty good too. But those first 2 are really, and the Runaways stuff, I really like the Runaways stuff. But yeah, I don't see Joan Jett get showed very much. This next one, I've talked about this band a lot, and I won't shut up about them. I love them. Girl Trouble, this is their 94 album, New American Shame. This is really great. My Hometown, this is an album that would have worked for me in vinyl tag, as it plays like a greatest hits. I've listened to this album so much. Their first album and this album are probably my most played by them. But yeah, really great local band. I think I'm the only one no, Vinyl Richie showed a couple of Girl Trouble singles in one video. But otherwise, I haven't seen them showed at all. I love Girl Trouble. I'll show you some more. I'm not going to take all these out of the sleeves. This is their second album, Thrill Sphere, from 1990. This is from 1990 as well. This is a 6-song EP of Pacific Northwest covers. So they do Take a Look at Me, Hey Mrs. Jones, Out of Our Tree by the Wailers, Little Sally Tease, Leaving Here, and then Louie Louie. But they do the Sonics Louie Louie, where it's with bar chords, and it's kind of more intimidating sounding. And this is their first album from 88. And this one's really great too. And hold on, I'll show you these. I even have a ton of singles that I can show you. Their first single from 87, Riverbed. These aren't in any order. This is from 19, I want to say 95. It's on Estrus. It's called The Track, backed with Scorpio 9. This is from 1990, Opposites Attract. Really great single, some really good B-sides. The Gospel Zone and Homework. I think this is from 89. This is their cover of Blue Christmas, and then Sleigh Ride by the Wailers. And then the B-side is Kings of Rock, which are some of the same guys who were in Gasheffer and the U-Men. Old Time Religion, also from 87 on K Records. Like I said, I'm not taking all these out of the sleeve. Sister Mary Motorcycle. This is a split with the A-Bones, who are, I think the woman from the A-Bones owns Norton Records. But this is really great. A non-album single, Work That Crowd. And then the B-side is their cover of Granny's Pad. This woman was, her name was Granny Go-Go, and she was a local go-go dancer. And she used to perform with Girl Trouble at a lot of their shows. Another non-album single, Cleopatra and Her Slaves, backed with Who Do You Think You're Fooling, and a cover of Mercy. Really great. I think this one's from 1990. This one's from 89 on K Records. They do a cover of the Batman theme, and then the B-side is their cover of the Batman theme remixed with clips from the 66 show. This is a split, I can't remember what year this one's from, with a band called the Dignitaries, and Girl Trouble has a Christmas song called Letter with Santa. And oh, that's it. This one I just kind of kept because I don't know what band this is, but there's 2 or 3 of the members of Girl Trouble in the background here of the single. Anyway, go listen to Girl Trouble. I really like Girl Trouble, and I don't really hardly see them shown at all. Okay, next one, Secret Affair. This is a really great record. This came out 79, and this is the US version, which was released with a different cover here in 1980. This is their first album. I think they've had several albums. I don't know how many, but Glory Boys, Shake and Shout, Time for Action, New Dance, I'm Not Free But I'm Cheap. Really good kind of mod power pop record. Yeah, really good album. I don't see get shown a lot. The Dream Syndicate. I think I've seen Michael from Near Wild Heaven show this album before, but this is their second album. First album on a major label. The first album, Days of Wine and Roses from 82, was on, I think, originally on Slash, but this is on A&M, and this is from 84. And it's kind of a, I don't know, I guess you'd call it alternative rock. They came out of the Paisley Underground scene, but this is, it's kind of like, to me, like Gun Club mixed with Bruce Springsteen is how I would describe this. This whole album is really good. Bullet with a Name on It is great. Daddy's Girl. The title track, Medicine Show, is a really long song. The second side only has 3 songs, and they're all kind of long, slightly jammy songs. But yeah, this is a great album from 84. I've seen this guy showed before. I think Dr. October has showed him, and Mike Uncommon Pallor showed him. Nash the Slash from Canada. This is like kind of a best of comp that came out in 84 on Ralph Records, the Residence label. Another artist who I didn't pull but doesn't get shown enough is the Residence. So you get The Million Year Picnic, Swing Shift, Blind Windows. Oh, his cover of Dead Man's Curve is great. The Chase is great. Pilgrim's Lament, really good comp. I love that cover. But he had quite a few albums. I have a 12-inch single I forgot to pull. Anyway, this is another Nash Slash album I have from, I think this is from 81. But it's on Cutthroat Records. I really like that label. Kind of, I don't want to say synth pop, but dark sounding 80s synth. He toured with Gary Newman on his 1979 or 1980 tour. But the song that I really like on this is called Vincent's Crows. And it also has Dance After Curfew, which is a song I have as a 12-inch but forgot to pull. But yeah, Nash Slash, I don't think he gets shown enough. And the last one I'm going to show is someone who also has Residence Connection, is Snakefinger. This is his debut album from 79. Snakefinger's really interesting. He was in Chili Willy and the Red Hot Peppers, which was a pub rock band from the mid-70s. He was their guitar player. They played with like Brinsley Schwartz and Ducks Deluxe and stuff like that. But Snakefinger's actually Australian, but that band was in England. Anyway, this is from 79. This is really good. He does a cover of The Model, which I like more than Kraftwerk's. Killed a Great Raven is great. Jesus Was a Leprechaun. What Wilbur. Picnic in the Jungle. Vultures of Bombay. This is a really good record. And Snakefinger plays on a ton of the early Residence albums. I think he passed away in the late 80s from AIDS. But yeah, Snakefinger's great. And here's another one I have. This is a follow-up to that album. It's from 1980. This has Man in the Dark Sedan, which is great. So yeah, Snakefinger. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with me for however long this video is. I thought this would be a good idea for a thread, so, you know, if you want, make a response. If not, whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching.